Have you ever wondered about the invisible strings that seem to guide behavior in religious and corporate environments? These invisible strings are part of what's known as the unwritten order of things. It's an interesting concept, especially prevalent in the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints and in many corporate environments. These are unspoken norms, cultural codes if you will, that can often overshadow the core teachings or values of an organization. They subtly, yet powerfully, put pressure on individuals to conform, to fit into a certain mold. But what happens when these unwritten rules start to overshadow the core teachings or values? Imagine being in an environment where you feel the constant pressure to conform to unspoken norms. It's a reality many face, whether in religious communities or corporate settings. These unwritten rules, these invisible codes of conduct, they shape the way we behave, the way we interact, and in many ways, the way we think. In the realm of faith, these norms can sometimes overshadow the core teachings of the gospel, steering us towards an image of piety rather than genuine spiritual growth. In the corporate world, they can create a culture that values conformity over creativity, hierarchy over equity. These unwritten rules not only create and maintain power structures, but can also cause harm. Individuals may feel suppressed, unable to express their authentic selves for fear of being seen as different or non-conforming. This pressure can breed discontent, anxiety, and even lead to a loss of self-identity. Indeed, the pressure to conform can sometimes lead us astray from our true selves and our core values. So, should we simply accept these unwritten rules as they are? Of course not. Transparency, equity, and authenticity should be the cornerstones of both religious and corporate environments. It's time we challenge the status quo. Imagine a world where every voice is heard, where every person is treated fairly, where authenticity is not only allowed but celebrated. This is not a utopian dream, but a viable reality if we choose to advocate for change. We need to promote a more inclusive and compassionate approach. Inclusion isn't just about opening doors, it's about making sure everyone feels valued and respected. Compassion is about understanding, empathy, and kindness. The benefits of such changes are immense. We can foster environments that thrive on diversity, that encourage open dialogue, and that value the individual over the collective. We can create spaces where the pressure to conform is replaced with the freedom to be oneself. Let's stand up to these unwritten rules and advocate for change. Remember, a healthy environment is one where individuality is celebrated and core values are not overshadowed by unwritten rules. In conclusion, we've navigated the winding paths of unspoken codes, experienced the pressure to conform, and advocated for a significant shift. We've grappled with the impact of the unwritten order of things within the church and paralleled it to corporate environments, underscoring the pressing need for transparency, equity, and authenticity. We've challenged the status quo and shed light on the importance of creating spaces that prioritize inclusion and compassion. Let's strive for environments where everyone feels seen, heard, and valued, regardless of the unwritten rules and norms.